Next up, I want to talk a bit about the whole aka Charlie Sheen documentary, which I watched a few days ago, and I also did in fact put out a video a few days ago, a whole video on the Jared and James channel, talking about all the lessons that we could learn from that documentary and from Charlie Sheen's life, because I'm someone who believes that we should be learning from everyone, the mistakes, successes, failures, etc. But this was super heavy, and you could see not only the pain that Charlie himself went through, but also what his actions put his family and friends through.
I can't imagine being my dad. And it really hurt the people I love.
And I really hope for his sake he continues healing and making amends with his life and staying sober as he has for the past 8 years, which is of course a massive accomplishment. So my biggest takeaway from this was that a life without consequences isn't actually a good thing. As we saw with Charlie, whenever he would drink to excess and do all these harmful drugs, which of course led to so many poor actions, and yet he'd be getting paid more, and later on he was getting interviewed all over the place. So initially he took this to mean that he could keep on acting this way, but this is of course what led to him almost losing his life, and his family too.
The whole world goes, he's the f***ing guy. Imagine what that did to my head.
And as he said, which was really powerful, when you trade your family for drugs, you end up with just the drugs. So as hard as it can be, when you or I am doing everything right, or trying so hard to, and you see other people skating by with seemingly no consequences for all of their bad actions, it doesn't make sense and doesn't feel fair.
Why should he get to ditch when everybody else has to go?
But as I spoke more in depth about on the video on the Jared and James channel, I believe that God in the universe keeps a tab. So even if you don't face the consequences now, you will have to eventually, and even Charlie Sheen, the poster boy for this type of behavior, had to learn this the hard way. Consequences, while they may suck in the moment, actually help to keep you in line and keep you on track. So it's maybe you feel sick after eating garbage or after drinking. Well, this person over here could seemingly do these things all the time without having any harmful effects. But I choose to view this as God doesn't want you to waste your potential, because one way or another, all those bad behaviors are going to catch up to you. So the earlier you face the consequences, the better. Anyways, I would highly recommend checking out my video on the doc, and for those of you who did see the documentary, what are your biggest takeaways and thoughts on it?